when you're younger in your 20s, like who the fuck wants to get married and settle down?
Yeah.
Some people, but not me at that point.
Yeah.
I was like, I want to feel the thrill. I want to be getting my head bashed into the mattress. I want to be getting flipped upside down. And then I want to be getting ghosted the next day. I want to have my heart ripped out of my chest and I want to do it all over again and then some. And then when you get a little older, you're kind of like, I literally don't have time. When you're younger in your 20s, like who the fuck wants?
You don't have time for what? And why don't you have time? Isn't that so there you go. She's even saying it right there. Who wants to wake up at 30 and go, oh shit, I don't have time. I wasted 10 years. Who wants to do that? Do you want to do that, ladies? Really think about it. Is that what you want? Do you want to wake up at 30 and go, oh shit, I don't have time. I better squeeze it in. Better get someone. Let me tell you when you're going to settle. Right then. Okay. So, this is actually a myth, this idea that people don't want to get married in their 20s. This is a lie. This is something they lie to women. All women, deep inside their hearts, deep inside their little soft, girly hearts where they loved unicorns and rainbows, in there is the idea that one day they're going to meet a wonderful prince who they'll fall in love with and have kids with and have a nice little happy life. That's in there. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that, okay? Feminists are telling you have to be a cold-hearted bitch who just wants to make it in business. This is a lie. And you're going to be unhappy. Okay? Just think about it. Think about here.
I just want to point out that both of these women are sitting here. I don't know how old she is. She's probably in her 30s now. She's definitely 35. Both of these women here are sitting in front of a camera and a microphone telling you that what they did was what all other women do and what I did was wrong. And I mean, like even this fucking Call Her Daddy chick sounds like she's starting to allude to it as well, right?
Here is the options for your future. You can be a 50-year-old top bitch CEO flying all over the world, running this corporation, having millions of dollars in the account, but you're alone, you got no kids, you got no husband, and now you're old. Or you could be a 50-year-old mom, maybe you got a grandkid on the way, you never had a multi-million-dollar company, maybe you did some fun stuff with your creativity.
Shocking. Alex Cooper is 30 years old. That's the host of the Call Her Daddy podcast.
And some work, but you got wonderful children who love you, a happy home, a wonderful, loving husband, and you get to go out in your garden. Which one are you picking? Which one? Be honest. Don't lie. Don't lie. Most of you, if you're sane, you're never going to pick this because this is death. This is death, misery, depression, and destruction. You don't want it. You got to see what they're selling you and take it to the end. So here she is saying stupid shit, right? I want to feel the thrill. The thrill of what exactly? There really is nothing in casual sex for women. I'm so sorry to break it to you, ladies, but there's nothing in it. There's absolutely nothing in it, okay? When you hook up with a guy who's not invested in you, he's not really caring about your experience during the process. I'm telling you right now, okay? And cold, empty sex is really meaningless and you have nothing. You actually have less because now you've given something away that's supposed to be valuable. So now it becomes less valuable for you and less valuable for your partner. Sorry, I know you don't like these facts because they seem like they're old and outdated, but there's a reason these have been truths for thousands of years. I literally wish somebody would have told me this. In fact, actually,
I guarantee somebody told you this. I 100%, if you had a father, guarantee that he told you this.
I think they did tell me.
See? See?
I literally wish I wasn't retarded and brainwashed and listening to.
See the title of these shouldn't be Women Are Retarded. It should be Women Are Retarded under the age of 35 or so because they don't listen. They fucking do dumb stuff.
To the mainstream that wanted to destroy.
I'm telling you, the only time I've seen women open to the ideas that I've talked about on the Ladies Night podcast is the older chicks. There's a handful of some younger ones that get it, very small handful, maybe less than 5, 6, 7% of them. But the ones that get it, and they usually get it because they came from a strong patriarchal household. Strong father, set boundaries. She respected those boundaries. She listened to him, preserved her beauty and her purity. That's the only time that I've seen it. It's very, very rare.
And corrupt my soul. I'm trying to do the best I can by spreading the message to the youth so they don't ruin themselves, because this hoe over here who makes millions of dollars telling you to take the path of destruction is cute right now and preaching something that will lead to misery. I want to get my head bashed in the mattress. This is what happens when girls watch porn. They start to glorify being treated as an object, which is so ironic because the feminists love to talk about, I don't want to be treated as an object, but then the biggest source of empowerment is making yourself an object. Congratulations, you're retarded. I want to be getting flipped upside down, she says, and then I want to be getting ghosted. Really? You want to get ghosted? That's something women want. You see, this is how you know she's a liar. Stop listening to these women.
It's not that she's intentionally lying. It's just this is what women believe at the time. They're emotionally driven, and their emotions at their time driving them are telling them, be a hoe, indulge, and enjoy it. That's just what they tell each other.
This is how you know she's a liar. Stop listening to these women. They're selling you bullshit. And they're packaging it in a nice gold wrapper and saying, don't you want this bullshit? Don't buy it. And then she wants to get her heart ripped out of my chest, and I want to do it all over again. I guarantee you, if you talk to any woman who's in her 30s or 40s who bought this lie and did this bullshit, and if you said to her, hey, if you had the chance to go back before all this, would you do everything that you did again? If she's honest, she's going to say no, because she knows the truth. There's nothing in it but regret and remorse and disgust, actually. Total disgust. We have another clip from this 304. I really like that 304. It's a nice way to say
he was pissed.
My boyfriend has a very big issue with my past. He found my list of people I have been with, and he was pissed. He actually broke up with me initially, but after a while, we got back together. The issue now is I feel like he is constantly making judgmental comments about me being easy or having a high body count. He always says he's just kidding, but how can I get him to stop caring that I was with guys before him? I feel like every single girl.
I feel like, it always goes to the feelings. Ladies, here's what it boils down to. Own it. Fucking own it. Stop with the feelings, and I feel like he said this, or he's making a judgmental pass. Shut the fuck up. Burden's on your shoulder. You made stupid choices. Own it.
Girl has a list of the guys she's ever been with. Like,
no, we don't. Nope, we don't. I feel like every girl is a whore like I am and has no remorse and doesn't care that she's literally destroying herself and is leading other women to destruction. Because at least if other girls do what I did, then it can't have been wrong, right? We can't all go to hell together, can we? Yeah, you can. Hell's a big place.
How fun. I remember the men that have been inside of me, and I have a husband, and that's okay. This sounds like a really insecure or possessive man.
Honestly, that's a disgusting statement.
Whenever they go to you're insecure, you're possessive, you're controlling, whenever they go to any of those areas, whenever chicks do stuff like that, it's because they got nothing else. They literally have nothing else. They have no fucking logic. They have no reason. They have nothing else that they can use as an argument against the reality or the truth of the point that she was a hoe. So they start calling you things like insecure, controlling, blah, 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 sort of stuff like that. No, it's none of those things. It's more or less for guys, disgust. That's all it is. It's just disgust.
That is a disgusting statement.
She hit it on the head.
Gross. Absolutely gross. You are married to a man who doesn't respect himself or is a beta or has also been brainwashed. Gross. And now she's going to pivot and talk about this is so narcissistic, not liking the fact that his woman had let a bunch of men have her suddenly means that he's the problem. It can't possibly be that the woman made mistakes and did think she wasn't supposed.
It's because women are never held accountable to their mistakes. I've said this many times. It was actually a video that I published in the last 2 weeks on the Entrepreneurs and Cars channel. There's several things that you can never do to a woman, and one of them is hold them accountable. You can try to hold them accountable. Like I said earlier, just own that shit, bitch, but they usually don't. It's very fucking rare that they will.
supposed to do that now have made her man feel less than or not good about himself, and that's her problem. Women can't possibly ever do anything wrong. If you do something that your husband doesn't like, it's because he's insecure. It's not because what you did was wrong and something that men have literally rejected for thousands of years. And that's why prostitutes used to live in the worst parts of town, but you're worse than a prostitute because you didn't even get paid for it. That can't possibly be it. He's the problem.
Okay, this chick's funny. This chick's funny. I like her. She's going to get a subscribe and a thumbs up from me. All right, let's pull this out of here. Remove. There's a few super chats that came in. Let me just grab these real quick. Sweet Auntie. Interesting name. I have 20 years experience of being driven out by office harpies. I'm currently working blue collar to escape them. Yeah. All right, guys. I really hope that you enjoyed that clip. If you want to check out the full length podcast episode, you can find that right over here. Also, make sure you visit my website over here where you'll find my supplements, the opportunity to book me privately one-on-one for coaching, and most importantly, my new School of Unplugging, which you'll find on the courses tab. Newer to the channel, hit subscribe.